I get asked the question, Nate, what is the hero stack about? How come you created the hero stack? And what is the hero stack? Well, let me tell you what it's not. It's not cookie cutter supplements. It's not just one ingredient supplement. It's not sourced from cheap companies that don't do third-party testing. And it's not what was out in the market, right? Being in the fitness space, being in the biohacking space, being in the longevity and health and wellness space, I've been doing years and years of research, trying different supplements, different ingredients, combining them together, like tons of pills and powders. After a lot of studying, I realized it wasn't really sustainable, right? What I was doing, I was traveling with a carry-on, an extra carry-on just for my supplements. And that's not only that, it became a little bit more expensive and super time consuming, putting everything together. And then I realized there had to be a different way, there had to be a different approach. So that's when I realized I was just going to go ahead and create a stack for me, for myself, that I use on a daily basis, right? Now, the inspiration, the design, the elements, that's a whole other aspect to the story, because this has been years in the making. But it all really started with a lot of people asking me, hey, Nate, what supplements do you take? What do you suggest? And instead of sourcing different supplements for people and telling them from this company is good, from that company is not good, I just decided to go ahead and create the stack myself with everything that I take. Now, this is the core vitamins, minerals, extracts that I take. There's a few other things that I take that are not in the hero stack, like chlorophyll, L-cyclomethylene blue, and there's a few extracts here and there, but what mainly comprises of the hero stack, right? It's what I take. And as you can tell, the design is also very unique. It has an anime feel to it, an anime theme and an inspiration as well. But this is focused, it's based on the element of earth, right? And this is my personal nootropic. These are the ingredients I found to be best to really help me boost my health in terms of my mental health and in terms of my cognition. So yeah, the story behind the creation of the stack, it was a basic one, which was like, what supplements do I take, and not going through the wasting of time, right? Of putting a little bit of powder here, this pill here, and it's just a lot of bags, right? And then mixing and matching together, and it just became honestly super tedious. So having one big stack, that really helped me out in terms of not wasting a lot of money, and then also not wasting a lot of time putting everything together. Now, the black matte finish, it's DPA free, but not only that, the inspiration, a lot of it was based on the elements of earth, everything of life, right? What it consists of, the powers of nature, earth, water, air, and then lightning as well, and thunder. So grabbing the essence of nature, right, and the different elements, and synergistically tying it together, stacks, because this is not just one ingredient, you've got a lot of ingredients in here. So each of them in of themselves are a stack, and they serve different purposes and they have different benefits, but when taken combined together, that's where we really notice the massive effect. And that's why I call it the hero stack, because I feel like this is all you really need in terms of a really solid stack for your daily basics. For muscle growth, based on the essence of water and the spirit of water, we have a formula. It's the creatine and HMB, which is a metabolite of leucine, combined together. And that's something I've been taking for a long time, and I've cycled on it and I've cycled off of it, and I noticed a massive difference. Then we've got energy, which is my natural pre-workout, but this thing is packed with amino acids, cordyceps. There's nothing like it in terms of like clean energy pre-workouts in the market. So creating something that didn't exist, right, was challenging, but it was rewarding. It was a process of learning and seeing what works together in terms of the ingredients, because the ingredient list and the formulas have been tested and tried, and I've switched up ingredients, and there's a lot of learning, right? And it's not only the stacks, but it's the convenience and the practicality and the utility of it. It's not a lot of pills. You just take 2 pills of focus, 3 pills of burn, and then you got 4 pills of Motivate, which is your hormone booster. Boosts testosterone levels, which is crucial for both men and women. But the way it's designed also for women, it reacts completely different in terms of hormone balancing than it would with a man. So it's the utility of grabbing all the ingredients, right, and then putting it into something that you don't really see. And something I realized even when I was creating the design of the supplements is everything that was out there is just plastic white supplement boxes wrapped with stickers like a gorilla, a snake, a dragon. And I felt like there had to be also a different approach to developing the bottles themselves. So yeah, it's matte, it's clean, and it's the first of its kind in terms of laser printed, designed. And just the laser printing and the design itself, that took a long time. So as you can tell, there's really nothing like it in the market in terms of the aesthetics, the way it looks. But the aesthetics is just supposed to be a representation, right, and of an elite packaging because it's elite ingredients. And honestly, I wish this is something I had earlier when I'd started, right, when I was overweight and I was trying to get into becoming healthier, becoming stronger, becoming more revitalized, and also hitting different sectors that I felt like were key components that I was missing. Energy, you can't be doing tons of these energy drinks or energy powders. A lot of them have synthetic ingredients. A lot of them are just pure caffeine. They give you jitters, nausea. So tying in the energy, right, and punching it with incredible ingredients like betaine, which is fantastic for those pumps and really helps you hit those extra PRs and put in some extra work. And it really combines really well with creatine and HMB. That's why I created them with the flavors I did, and for them to like max out really in terms of flavor as well. But yeah, we've got Build, which is water, Energy, which is lightning, and those are going to be the ones that you can mix in water. I usually like combining it with a little bit of lemon, spices things up. And I'll usually combine Energy and Build together like before a workout. So 30 minutes before, I'll probably drink both Energy and Build, and then on the off days I'll just drink Build. I won't do Energy. Energy is kind of like the days I'm going to train or the days I need to pick me up. It's definitely a play. And they're also packed with prebiotics, which is honestly really great for extending your fast because it has 0 calories, 0 sugar, but it has natural flavored prebiotics, right? And sometimes if you're trying to extend your fast and you're getting a little bit hungry, it's because the gut flora, right, and not feeding it the proper nutrients, that is what can sometimes instigate the hunger. So yeah, not only is HMB fantastic for working out in a fasted state and not losing muscle mass, you're also getting the benefits of the prebiotics. So yeah, you've got the anime hero stack, and it's something I'm happy about. It's something I enjoy taking on a daily basis, and it's something that I wanted to share with the world, right? And later down the line, as I go studying more, I'd definitely be down to tweak the formulas a little bit, but I can tell you, I've seen a lot of testosterone boosters out in the market with half of the ingredients, same price or a little bit more expensive, and people are getting results with that. So I can't even imagine the results people would get if they were to jump on this hormone booster. It's one of a kind, and it's definitely inspired by wind, right? The ether, everything around us. You can see testosterone levels plummeting. So being able to not only live a holistic lifestyle, right, and do the free things that are gonna benefit you, but it's also the cutting edge. What extracts, what minerals, what vitamins can you take that are really going to potentiate those testosterone boosting capabilities, right? And as you can tell, it's pretty easy. The whole idea also was the convenience of it, trying to make a stack that I could travel with, that's not a hassle to be mixing and matching. And the doses I need are in the pills, right? So I don't have to be worrying about the calibration of the powders. That just became too tedious. It was a waste of time. Yeah, and also I got a lot of inspiration in terms of the creative design from Miyamoto Musashi, the Book of 5 Rings. Got all the elements, and anime as well. You can see all the anime TV shows harnessing the elements and the elemental powers, right? And then using different herbs, vitamins, and extracts for different benefits, for burning carbohydrates and carb assimilation. So we have the kanji and the essence of fire, right? And then it's burned. So that's something that's been a crucial game changer for me, especially when I'm cycling my carb meals and I'm going a little bit on the carb-centric diet, is having carb assimilators and things that are gonna be beneficial for debloating, for reducing glucose spike, and then also boosting those fat burning capabilities. So burn personally is something I take different times. I've tried it before in a fasted state to potentiate my fast, but sometimes it can be a little bit upsetting on the stomach if you're in a fasted state, but it's a complete game changer taking it after a meal. You notice it the next day, right away. So that's something I would definitely take after my meals. Focus, which is the nootropic, is something I like taking early in the morning. I feel like that focus nootropic, sometimes I'll chew on a bean of coffee and I'll put it sublingually. Sometimes I'll combine this with a little bit bromotain. And then sometimes I'll do a little nicotine as well. And that's kind of like locked in, get me in the zone. The other ones are different nootropics, but this one was intentionally designed for brain health. And there's nothing like it in the market. And then, yeah, the combination of all of them together is called the Hero Stack. And you can take the whole stack together, you can take individual elements, right, and go testing it out and see what you need. Some people are more focused on developing muscle and they want a little bit of energy, so they'll do build and energy. And some people really want peak cognition and fat burning capabilities in terms of carb assimilation, so they'll do focus and they'll do burn. Some people just want to boost their testosterone levels, so they'll just do motivate, right? And that's the cool thing, is you can kind of pick the elements, see which one you want to wield, and see which one benefits you the most. But in my opinion, we've also made it very inexpensive in terms of buying the whole stack together. And you'll definitely see more results taking it all together. So that being said, guys, I highly recommend you check it out. There's nothing like it when it comes to a stack that's so stacked, so easy to take, so convenient, and that you'll see massive results in terms of your fitness endeavors and in terms of your ascent to the top of the mountain. So click the link below, check it out, and also let me know if you've already tried it or if you've already been on the Hero Stack for a while, what you think. Leave it in the comments below. Would love to hear your feedback. Peace and grace.